I expose crypto scams whenever I come across them, every once in a while. Unlike CoffeeZilla, it's not my mission or my niche to cover scam on a constant basis. However, I covered them, like I said, if I experiment them, if I come across. However, I want to give you my 2 cents, but I want you to watch this. It's a 4 minutes video. I'm going to play a little fast. Alright? And I'll tell you how I can relate to this. CoffeeZilla's video. How I accidentally put an influencer in jail. Alright, so let's play this real quick. 1.3x.
I listened on a call.
Okay? And I'm going to explain and give you my 2 cents. Alright.
As the popular Instagram influencer Jay Mazzini pled guilty to many of the crimes I accused him of 2 years ago. And finally today I can say it's no longer alleged. He said he did it. And now he faces serious prison time for his scams. Now, not only that, he also has to pay millions of dollars in damages. And this is such an incredible win for this channel, for what this channel represents, fighting for victims, holding scammers accountable, that I just kind of wanted to take a second to celebrate.
Fighting for victims, holding scammers accountable.
Now, if you're an influencer in the past, you were able to just say, oh, I've got featured on CoffeeZilla, nothing's gonna happen.
Did you just hear what he just said? If you're an influencer, a bad influencer, and yeah, nothing would happen if you pumped and dumped or didn't disclose and shilled and all this stuff, promoted scams, nothing would happen. So he's explaining.
But now you have to wonder, what am I gonna be doing in 2 years? What are my plans? Because look, probably nothing's gonna happen to you, but there's that 1% chance now.
That's the point, okay? Probably nothing will happen, but there's always a 1% chance.
That maybe something will. And that's the point. Now we get to strike fear in the hearts of these scammers. Influencers are going to be launching new NFTs wondering, is CoffeeZilla coming for me? And the answer to that question is yes. Of course I am. Now, I do want to obviously say, I think this goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways. I cannot take credit for all of this or even most of this. Without your support, none of this would have been possible. Without the victims who came forward on this channel, none of this would have been possible. And without law enforcement who put in 2 years of like actual legal work to make this happen, none of this would have been possible. So
hear this out. Because of the people supporting him, law enforcement, collaboratively, they made it happen.
I'm not trying to say I cuffed the guy or say anything like that, but
Collectively,
played a small role in bringing this guy to justice, and I am incredibly proud of that. Because as I said in the title, this was absolutely not the plan. It's a total accident. You guys know, I mean, I run a YouTube channel. Most of the time we cover scammers. Nothing happens. It's a meme on this channel. Like, hey,
true, nothing happens most of the time.
Scam people, and nothing happens. I fully expected when I covered Jay Mazzini that it would be more of the same. He'd get away with it. But that didn't happen because I think I can talk about this. The way all this unfolded was so bizarre because one day my wife gets a call and she's like, hello. And they're like, hi, can we speak to me, Coffee? And we're with so-and-so, some 3-letter government organization. And my wife literally hung up on them. She thought it was a scam. You know, I guess I caught her well. She's like, no shot. You would have had
no doubt
going around. These guys are pretending to be like, you know, this real government organization. And they say they wanted to talk to you, whatever, obvious scam. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, is it though? Like, so we looked up the guy's name and he was very real. So I called him back. That's what I'm saying. This very much almost never happened. I mean, this could have very much accident that. And so then I talked to them for a bit, and a month later, you know, I'm watching this guy plead guilty to a lot of the very things that we accused him of. Sorry, I saw him get charged. 2 years later, we see him plead guilty to the stuff
he literally ran a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, he admitted to wire fraud conspiracy, and money laundering, which I think, as I said, the
wow,
recommended sentence is 8 to 10 years, which is just insane. And I think just sets such a good precedence for people who think they can scam online and get away with it. They think that just because you're an influencer, the rules don't apply to you, and clearly that's not true. So yeah,
there you go,
ladies and gents. Story. I don't think I've ever shared that part of it before because, you know, things were still getting worked out. And, you know, it's just wild that a little channel like this could have done much of anything or made a difference. And yeah, I'm really proud of you guys. I'm proud of what we did. And I just
awesome,
kind of
right? That's the point. And if you look at some of the comments, it's pretty interesting how people are, you know, supporting him and they understand. It's not like calling him out and saying, yeah, you're a hater. He actually understands. Coffee is one of the best researchers out there, actually, right? But my point of this video is I also cover scams, right? My channel is not calling out scammers on a constant basis. However, I cover them if I come across. I talked about Mad Meerkats. I talked about Elio Trades and Superfarm. It's still ongoing. Just like he covered several scams on a constant basis until something happened. And that's the point. So even if nothing happens, there's always a 1% chance, okay, that it might happen, okay? And on top of that, think about this for a second. My main purpose is, even if I can stop the scammers, is to spread awareness to you people or the new unsuspecting victims, right? Potential victims. If I can't stop the scammers, at least I can help the potential victims, protect them from losing that money in these Ponzi's or whatever. So you can see it from the two sides. But on the side, you know, if the influencers go to jail, I mean, that's a plus point. That's a bonus, right? But my intention is to protect the new people who are, well, so-called unsuspecting victims in the game. Okay? So yes, that's all I got for you. You keep saying, yeah, it doesn't happen. They're gonna keep getting away with it. Yeah, sure. They get away with it until something happens. So yeah, you all need to collectively work on this, take a stand, and support each other. Okay? Do the right, and the universe will reward you. That's it.